No chance.
Got the target. Nice.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Serious trauma detected.
Target spotted, Sheriff.
I see them coming! I'm done! Watch your back! Better fucking time!
You're fucked.
It ends now! Come on! Fight now!
Target neutralized. Good work. That's your target. cleaning up the streets one bad guy at a time. Nicely done, Sheriff.
Hey, what is up everyone? The LDB is back at it again, coming at you today with my Unbreakable AR build. Now, a lot of people have been using Unbreakable with LMGs, and it does work amazing with them. If you have not seen my Unbreakable LMG, I will have a link for it in the description below, so definitely check that out. But I've also been seeing a lot of people using an assault rifle with it, and after testing it out, I really like this build. It has a nice amount of armor as well as damage output, and with Unbreakable, well, what can I say? Essentially, having another life is extremely useful no matter what the weapon. Now, I hope you all enjoy or find these videos helpful, and if you do, definitely smash that like button. Let's shoot for 200 likes on this video. Can we do that? Also, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Make sure you got that notification bell on, and go ahead and drop a comment down there letting everybody know what you're thinking about this, if you've been using something similar, or if you have any questions. So, let's get into it. Alright everyone, so here we go. First things first, I am going to be using a survivalist for the specialist, mainly just to get that extra assault rifle damage, but when the gunner comes out, that might be something you might want to switch over to. Now, if we take a look over here at the attributes, we got 4 red, 11 blue, and 1 yellow. Our armor is sitting at 249,000, not too bad. Our health is 89,000. I was trying to get to that 100,000 mark, but 89 is not too bad, and our skill power is a whopping 544. Oh yeah. So either way, that is the outline of the build. Let's get into the weapons, and then we will get into all the gear specifics. Alright everyone, let's do this. Now, my primary weapon here is a military P416. I was going back and forth between the AKM, the CTAR, trying to find some little niche or something that I could show you, something new, to bring you guys. But unfortunately it was not there. The P416 is still where it's at, and if you're using one, continue to do so. The damage on this weapon here per bullet is 18-1. If you watch the gameplay, we know we're hitting a little bit harder than that, so don't be discouraged by that. Remember, we only have 4 reds on this build, and we have all those blues. We're more on tank mode than we are on DPS mode. Although this will put out some nice damage, we're more about doing sustained damage over time, as well as being able to take a lot of damage over time, if that makes sense. So if you see a lower number like that, 18-1, don't get discouraged. We're hitting a lot harder than that. And I'm sure you could do even better than me. Now, moving on to the RPM, we have 825, and we have the mag of 50. That's right, we got that big old 50 mag. Your boy got it. We got plus 20 rounds, minus 10% reload speed. And let me show you this really quick here. This is absolutely awesome. It's a big old fatty mag, as you can see. It's got to be a triple stack or something like that. I don't know. But regardless, it looks awesome and it works even better. It's great for when you got just that sliver left on the NPCs and you got those extra couple rounds just to put them down. Definitely comes in handy. Now, if you're interested in getting a mag like this, which I'm sure you are if you haven't already, the way I did it, it's real easy and simple. Go to your projects, go to your shade mission, that is a daily. You have to donate 3 types of materials, and you complete the project. Go get your blueprint and keep your fingers crossed that you get one of these. I got the plus 20 for the 5.56, the 7.62, and the plus 35 for the LMG this way. And I got them all within a short period of time, probably within about 10 days, give or take a day or two, honestly. They do drop. At least I had some pretty good RNG on them. Go hunt for them, do those daily shade missions, donate that material, and get these mags. So, that's all I can say right there. Hopefully that helps out a little bit. So now moving on to the talents on the weapon. I get carried away sometimes. We got Ranger. Every 5 meters you are from, the target grants 2% weapon damage. Gotta love it. The farther I am, the more damage I'm doing. Now that's weapon damage. That's not like crit chance or anything like that. That's pure weapon damage, and that is what I am focusing this entire build around. And you'll see that once we get to the character sheet. Now also we have Allegro on here, plus 10% rate of fire. Gotta love that. And we have Everlasting. Well, that's a holstered talent, so that doesn't matter. Now, the mods that we have on here are the C79, giving us that damage to elites. We got that Sturdy Extended 5.56, plus 20 rounds, minus 10% reload speed, but don't be scared of that minus reload speed. I'll show you on the character sheet. It doesn't really matter, it really at all. It's no big deal at all. Give me the extra rounds any day. Now, we have the laser pointer giving us that crit chance. We have the muzzle brake for the 5.56, giving us that damage to elites. So that's the primary weapon there. The chatterbox here is my secondary, simply because of the holstered talent. Blabbermouth. Reloading your weapon within 5 seconds after a kill grants 20% rate of fire for 10 seconds. So, on top of Allegro on my primary weapon, this is just going to shoot that rate of fire through the roof, as well as your damage, right? Your DPS is going to go right up. So that's really nice right there. Now, I have also done a video on how the Nemesis, with a weapon that has a zoomable scope on it, you will get that headshot damage with or without being zoomed in. I will have a link for that in the description and probably a card popping up right about now. Definitely check that out. It does not show up on your character sheet, but if you test it out in the range, the numbers do go up. So if you want to get that extra headshot damage instead of the rate of fire, definitely do so. It will work out nice for you. So those are the weapons. Let's get on to the gear pieces. Alright everyone, so let's do this. Now first let's take a look here and see we have Unbreakable on the chest piece and we have Safeguard on the backpack. The same as in the LMG Unbreakable build, these two talents work amazing hand in hand. If you can get them both active, you'll definitely be in a good place. But first let's go over to the mask and go over that. It is Badger, giving us that 7% damage to elites. Now we have some health on a kill, and some extra damage to elites down there. It's not that 45, you know, whatever. 38, hey, it's working out just fine right there. Now the chest piece, the good stuff right here, we do have that 3-piece Fenris going, so we are going to be getting 10% assault rifle damage, 10% protection from elites, and 20% health on a kill. So we have all these blues, we have some decent armor and health, as well as the health on a kill, and we're now going to be speccing a little bit into protection, and it's going to get a little better here in just a little bit. But either way, the attributes on this piece here, we have some armor. I wish that was a higher roll. We have some skill power, but I put that big weapon damage on there, at least the highest that I could find at the moment, 11%, and it's been working out really nice. We have Unbreakable. 70% of max armor is repaired when your armor is depleted, so as soon as it goes down to nothing, boom, you're back to, well, 70%, and after that, armor kits used within the next 7 seconds are not consumed. I personally really don't use armor kits, but if you do, that's definitely going to help you out. Now, we also have hard hitting on here, so I got super lucky with that. Extra 10% damage to elites, and the mod that I have on here is a defensive mod. We have some health, armor regen per second, not too bad there, and we have 2% extra incoming healing. So the drone, etc., anything like that, it's 2% stronger. Hey, every little bit counts, right? Now moving on to the holster here, it is also Fenris. We have some health on a kill, and we have devastating, 5% weapon damage. Gotta love that. And we don't have any mods on there, so that's about that piece. Moving on to the knee pads, they are also Fenris. We have health, damage to elites on there, and patience. Gotta love it. With all the other stuff that we got going on as far as being tanky, patience is just the cherry on top. After being in cover for 5 seconds, armor repairs by 5% every 1 second. So on top of Unbreakable, on top of the health on a kill, the protection from elites, now we're going to be getting, you know, armor repair just from being in cover. Gotta love it, gotta love it. And we don't have any mods on that piece either. Moving on to the gloves, they are 511. Now the reason that I picked these was they have that extra 5% protection from elites. So we're getting 10% from Fenris, and now we're going to get an extra 5% from this 511 here. So it's just another little buff that anybody with a yellow bar is doing that much damage less to you. So again, on top of being tanky and, you know, having Unbreakable, all that good stuff going on. Now this piece has some rifle damage, not really a big deal, but we have that 8% assault rifle damage modifier on there, and we have the devastating as well, 5% more weapon damage. So you can see I'm just stacking up that weapon damage here and there, as high as you can get it. I would go for assault rifle damage or pure weapon damage over crit chance or damage as of right now, in my opinion. Spec into some if you want, but I would say you'd have to spec fully into it. It's kind of hard to be in between and have that real nice damage all going for one thing, if that makes sense. Now as far as that goes, I think we're done with that. Now the backpack. Oh boy, here we go. It is Guard giving us that total of 5% plus armor on there. We have another health roll. We have some more armor, and we have some more health on the attributes. Gotta love that. We also have Harden giving us some more armor. And then we have Safeguard. And again, this going with Unbreakable is absolutely amazing. Killing a target grants 150% bonus for repairing and healing effects for 5 seconds. This can occur once every 20 seconds. Every 20 seconds. So basically, every 2 or 3 NPCs you put down, this procs, and if you have your drone up, your armor, your health goes just soaring back, comes right back. You could always drop a drone right after you take some, or I'm sorry, drop a chem bomb, drop a drone, drop a chem bomb right after you take somebody out, and it's just, again, same thing. You're going to get that massive heal from it. Absolutely awesome, and this is going to kind of keep you alive a little bit better with patience as well. That way you don't have to proc Unbreakable until it's absolutely necessary. Hopefully you guys are following me where I'm going with this. Now, the only way this works, though, is if you have 4 or less reds, which is why, just like on the LMG build, I am missing a mod from this piece. I have an offensive system mod slot right there that is empty, because if I put that on there, I'm going to be at 5 reds, and Safeguard will no longer be active. So you really got to pick and choose your pieces with this to get this to all work together, but once you do, it is 100% worth it. Now, the mod I have on here gives us some armor, some total armor, and some more health regen. So again, we're just pushing that armor and that health regen as much as we can, getting a bunch of protection from elites, from Fenris, as well as the 511. And overall, this has been working awesome. And as far as skills go, just running with the basic recovery drone and the healing chem launcher there. Nothing special as far as that goes. So that's the build in itself. Let's go off to the character sheet and check that out. Alright everyone, so before we go ahead and sign off, let's do a quick little recap here. We have 4 reds, 11 blue, and 1 yellow. Our armor's at 249,000, health 89,000, and that big old skill power down there of 544. Yeah, we got the Unbreakable Safeguard combo going on there. Gotta love that. Highly recommended. If you can get those both working together, you will be in a good place. Now, we have Hardened up there. We also have Hard Hitting a couple times. We have Devastating a couple times. And we also have Patience. This segment right here, the way this looks, this to me, it fell together really nice, and I really like it. It's been working out awesome. Now, as far as the weapons go, we have that Ranger Allegro with the Blabbermouth combo. It just putting out damage like crazy. That's all I can say there. Now, the weapons down here, the per bullet damage, 19.4, but we know we're doing a lot more than that. Now, the crit hit chance is at 5%, and the only reason that I have that 5% is because of my laser pointer of the underbarrel there. Now, the crit hit damage is 25%. Again, in this game, as far as it's been going in PvE, crit chance and damage is not the way to go, because again, it is a chance. Even if you have 60% crit hit chance, there's a 40% chance it's not going to do that damage. I would much rather have just all weapon damage bonus, things like that, which I'll show you here in just a moment. Now, we have 55% headshot damage, but again, since I am using a weapon that has a zoomable scope, like I showed in my previous video, if you have the Nemesis equipped, that would be going up 25%. Now, it does not show up on your character sheet, but it will show up in the shooting range. If you go ahead and test the numbers, they do go up. So keep that in the back of your head. Check out that video. Now, the reload time is still 2.5 seconds, even though I have that minus 10% reload speed from the magazine. You know, to me, that's no big deal. I think it went down like, what, 0.2 or something or other. I mean, that's no big deal to me. Give me the extra rounds, take the reload speed, no big deal. Now, what I was talking about before versus the crit hit damage is right here. 21% all weapon damage bonus and 33% assault rifle damage bonus. That means that basically anything coming out of your assault rifle, which is your primary weapon, is going to be that much stronger all the time. It is not a chance that it's going to be happening. It's just raw damage, straight up, no ifs, ands, or buts. And when you have that damage to elites down here of 75%, it's not the highest, but hey, if they're a yellow bar, they're definitely feeling it. On top of all the weapon damage bonus and the assault rifle bonus, the damage to elites on there, they just fall right down. Yellows are like no problem. the reds, purples. I mean, nothing's really a problem with this overall, except for those big old tankers. I mean, but you can still crack them, no problem. And that's why I would much rather have the all-weapon damage bonus instead of a chance of it doing that damage, if that makes sense to you. We also have the 29% health damage bonus right there, so after you get that armor bar off, it's game over right there, right? They just go right down. Now, our armor is at 249,000. Our armor regeneration is 1,100, so I'm assuming that's per second. So just as is, we're just regenerating a little bit every second. Hey, not too bad. We have our max health of 89,000 and our health regen of 49,000. So again, if just like on the majority of my builds, if I drop my chem bomb one time, I get just over half of my armor back. That's a nice thing to have right there. Now I wish I had some hazard protection. That would have been nice, but it is what it is. And we got that big old skill power down here. Can't leave that out. Oh boy, there it is, guys. But that is the build in a whole. I hope you guys enjoyed, took something away from it, and I will catch you on the next one. And, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my Unbreakable AR build. Now, I really enjoy this build and encourage you to try something at least like it. If you have an assault rifle build and, you know, you're missing that little bit of tankiness, anything like that, try out Unbreakable. It will not let you down. So, as always, if you enjoy or find these videos helpful, definitely smash that like button, subscribe for future content. If you are new to the channel, make sure you got that notification bell on, and go ahead and drop a comment down there letting everybody know what you're thinking about this, or if you have any questions. So until next time, guys, I hope you take it easy. I will see you then. Later.